Good afternoon. It is Sunday, August 19th, 2012. This is Andy Santor, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio, Director of Instruction. Going to look here at some improvements made by a young man. One of my students have been teaching throughout the course of the year. And if you pay attention, this goes to show if you pay attention to your body and work on some things that your body's supposed to be doing in the golf swing, you can see how much better this will look. This video on the left was from April 17th of this year, and you can see in George's setup, his posture isn't very good. He doesn't have much forward flexion in his posture. Because of that, mainly, there'll be very little or no rotation in his golf swing. I'm going to go into his backswing here, what it looked like then. You can see there, not much rotation, just taking the club back with his hands and arms. There's no internal rotation in that trail side, or in his case, his right hip. Okay, we'll look at his downswing. You can see his body moving closer to the ball in his downswing, and there he's really lost his posture. His pelvis is underneath his chest, so he's lost his posture or his forward flexion there, and not a whole lot of rotation going through. Okay, you'll see here on the video on the right, this was taken today. Okay, you'll see his backswing. There's still a little bit of hand forearm rotation manipulation, but you can see there's much more upper body rotation than there was. Okay, gets into a pretty good position at the top. Okay, we're going into his downswing here. Okay, you can see how much more rotation is in his lower body, especially. The golf club is in sequence here. You can see here his lower body has moved closer to the ball. When he gets to the point just before impact, his chest and the belt buckle are facing the ball, which we want them, especially that pelvis, those hips, to kind of start clearing out a little bit, and to get to what we call a two-cheek position, which in this case, George is. You can see the back of his pelvis there. Draw a little circle. You can see the back of George's pelvis there. Okay, in this video you cannot. The video on the left. Okay, so much better. We'll go into continue into his follow through or his forward swing. Still has continued to maintain his posture. And what I'd really like to point out, and George, I know, gave him some hip rotation drills to do. You can see there is internal rotation on his lead hip, and which in his case is his left hip here, and his left hip or his pelvis is back against that blue line. That's important for a lot of things. That the more you can keep that left hip up against that line, clear that left hip up against that line, or the back of that pelvis up against that line, the easier it is for you to square the golf club up, and the easier it is for you to generate some speed. So George's swing is vastly improved since the beginning of the year. Trying to work now and getting his on some pre-shot routine things and get his scores to go down a little bit, but he's worked very hard on his golf game, and it's good to see.